Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Yua, and in today's video, I'm going to be trying on the new Morphe Fluidity concealer and foundation. So if you guys would like to see my try on first impressions, then please keep watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Let's get started. So as you guys can see, I am barefaced and ready to try on the new Morphe Fluidity concealer and foundation. So I did actually go to my local Morphe store. Luckily, I do have a Morphe store near me. And I picked up the new Fluidity Morphe Liquid Foundation and also the concealer that came out with the complexion line. And if you're wondering, the foundation retails for $18. There's about 60 different color shades to choose from. And the Morphe concealer has 30 different shades to choose from, and it retails for $9. I do believe right now, as I'm filming, it is currently available. Like both of the products, the complexion products, are available online at Ulta in case you're wondering. So I am going to first off prime half of my face with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer, and this is just kind of to see if there's a difference with using primer. I do have dry skin in case you're curious, so it's always important for me to prime, especially if I'm going to use a foundation that I already know that it's a little bit like more of a matte finish. So I'm reading this off Ulta's website right now, and it says, finally, a foundation throwing major shade. Meet Morphe Fluidity, the long-wearing full coverage matte foundation. So this is supposed to be a 24-hour long-wear, sweat-proof, transfer-proof, water-resistant, and it's a full coverage matte foundation. So here is the actual foundation. It comes in this like rubbery type packaging, so for $18, I guess it's okay. It's very different from what I'm used to in like a glass or plastic bottle. This is more like a squeezy tube, which some people might like because you can squeeze out all the foundation. I did end up picking up the shade F240. All right, so here is the foundation, and I'm just going to squeeze just a little bit, like that much, onto my brush, and I'm going to just start on the side that has the primer first, just to see if there really is a difference. It definitely feels like it's drying down really quickly while I'm like spreading this out and blending it. It feels already like it's drying down pretty quickly. One pump or not, but I'm gonna just go ahead and put on some more. Gonna build that up to that full coverage that the foundation claims to be. All right, then I'm just gonna go ahead and do the same thing to this side that is not primed. And if you're wondering, the foundation is also 1 fluid ounce, which is pretty typical and standard across liquid foundations. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing and build up the side that does not have primer. So I'm going in with just a little bit more. So for like my first impression, right after applying the foundation, it dried down pretty quickly. It did take about like 2 to 3, like 2 squeezes according to how much I squeeze on each side to build up to that really good full medium to like a light full coverage. But I do like it. I don't think it looks too dry, especially like right now, right after application. It does not look too dry. I do see that it is already kind of settling in like my smile lines right here, which I do get when I usually put on matte foundations. It doesn't look too bad though. Like I will say, it's like a soft matte. I don't think it looks super matte as of right now. I don't know how it's gonna look further like throughout the day, but so far it looks good. It feels comfortable. The only thing I did notice about the foundation is it does kind of smell like paint. It has a very like a mild scent of paint, and I think it smells definitely worse when you first apply it, but now it doesn't smell as bad. Now with the side that I didn't use primer, I don't really see a big difference. I actually feel like the side that doesn't have primer looks fuller, like a fuller coverage. All right, so here is the Fluidity concealer that came with the complexion products. I did pick up the shade C1.65. It says it's also a soft matte finish. It's supposed to be full coverage as well. So this is in a glass bottle, and it comes with a typical, like, that doe foot applicator. And I'm just going to apply like what I typically do. And then I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Sculpting Blending Sponge, which I always use a sponge to blend out my concealer. I feel like the concealer actually, like, just right off sitting right here, it actually dried a little bit darker. When I first applied it, it looked a little bit lighter and more of like a neutral tone, and it definitely dried to definitely something a little bit pinker. And it dried down super fast. Like, look at that. It doesn't really want to blend out. Look at that. It dried down super fast. So it dries down super fast. You definitely cannot let it sit for too long. Alright, so first impression right after using the concealer and setting it down. First of all, this concealer, when I'm spreading it out, it's very sticky. It likes to stay in place. It's not creamy. It doesn't like to blend out. It really likes to stay wherever you put it. And also I noticed that it dries down so fast. It doesn't give you enough time to really blend out. If you're like me and you like to put under your eyes and put it down the bridge of your nose, your forehead, and your chin, and then you like to go back and spread it out with the sponge like myself, you're gonna have a hard time. Like, the concealer really stayed down here, and I had to kind of reapply some more to kind of help build it out so it wouldn't look so awkward, just like two dots right here. Also, it does dry down darker, and it does build up, I would say, to a good full coverage. So I think that if you have a normal to oily skin, you might really like this foundation, just because it definitely is that fuller coverage, matte finish. I think those who have dry skin like myself, you might not like it. It might not be your favorite. So I do think that it's an okay foundation for first impression. Now, moving on to the concealer, I still you saw my first impression when I first applied it. It was very sticky. It didn't really want to move around. It really stayed and dried down super quick. So first of all, I don't like that at all. And then just looking on my under eye, I definitely can see that it definitely has creased a lot. I think that it is a very like dry but very full coverage concealer and consistency. So if you maybe have oily skin, once again, or under your eyes, like that oily skin under your eyes, maybe you might like this concealer. So that's it for my video today on the first impression and review on the Morphe Fluidity concealer and foundation. Comment below if you will be picking up any of these products, the concealer or the foundation. What product are you looking forward to? Other than that, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.